Hey there, welcome back. Today's video is a little bit different. We have something very special for you. Here's a story without words. Let's begin. Dim light in a room. Someone sits on the edge of a bed, staring down. Their phone rings. They don't pick up. Hands tremble. Rain lashes at the window as heartbeats echo. They slide off the bed, knees hitting the floor. Silence screaming, mirror eyes red, cheeks wet. Someone else's face. A framed photo falls, glass cracks. Memories shattered. They pick up the pieces, try to wipe tears. Walk to kitchen, make coffee, barely sips. Tasting bitterness, not from the coffee, but from heart. Sunlight tries to peek in, but they shut the blinds. Clouds outside reflect the mind inside. They dress in the same old clothes, no care. Walk outside, collar up, head down. People pass by. Life moving, they feel stuck. A car passes, music blaring songs that once meant joy. Now those songs cut like knives. They reach the street corner, traffic roaring. In the chaos, they long for quiet. Walk through wet pavement, water pooling. Shoes soaked, heart soggy. They stop under a streetlight, look up. Rain falling, each drop a reminder of pain. They whisper, "Why me?" No answer comes, only thunder. They wish for escape, but run becomes stand becomes walk. Walk becomes small steps forward. First, they text someone, "I'm sorry for being distant." No reply, pain doubled. They write a message, delete it. Journal rests unopened. Night drags. Again, tears again. They almost give in. But late at night, a dream, laughter, warmth, a hug. They awake sweating, hope flickers. Next morning, alarm rings. They ignore it, stay under the covers. But minutes later, they open eyes. Sit up, breathing deep. They walk to the window, part curtain slightly. Sunrise, soft gold light leaking. They let it in. Tie shoelaces, step outside. Cold air sharp, but awake. They walk to a park bench. Sit, watch joggers passing. Their strides confident. They envy, but also admire. They imagine themselves walking like that. Small resolve forms. Phone shows a motivational quote, "Your storm will pass." They keep it open. They walk back home. Shower water cascades, washing away some tears. They shave, slash, face fresh start. Mirror looks different. Face same, eyes different. Today they try. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment down below with your thoughts, experiences, or suggestions. Until next time, take care. They were broken, not shattered. They could be fixed. They began to heal. First, they stretch arms, exhale. Big breath in, big breath out. Then set a small goal. Clean their room. Put away the laundry, make the bed, straighten the shelf. They picked up a photo, the one with the crook frame. They wrapped it in a soft cloth, put it back. They dusted all the surfaces, swept the floor. Then they opened the windows, letting light fill the room. The curtains danced in the breeze. The fresh air smelled like hope. They chose breakfast. Something healthy, something nourishing. They ate slowly, savoring the flavors. Food tasted better when you weren't busy swallowing the pain. They made a list of things they needed to do. Work, walk, call a friend. The list wasn't long. No need to rush. They called their friend, the one who understood. Soft voice from the other side, asking about the day, about how they felt. They talked for hours, sharing a little, just a little about the storm inside. They cried some more. This time, tears a release. They told their friend, "I want to try again." Try to be happy. Try to move on. Try to live. Their friend listened, understanding the silence between the words. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, they promised themselves a walk in nature. Later outside, the tree branches swayed in the wind, whispering ancient secrets. The birds chirped their evening songs. The sun, a gentle warmth on their skin. They breathed deeply, feeling the earth's embrace. They felt something stir within them, a pulse, a tiny ember glowing amidst the ashes. They found a park bench under a weeping willow. The leaves cascading around them created a hushed, intimate space. They picked up a book they used to love, the one with the worn-out spine and dog-eared pages. As they flipped through, the words still held their magic. They wrote one paragraph in their journal, a shaky, uneven line. "I survived thus far." They walked up the hill, legs heavy, lungs burning. But they kept going, step by step. When they stopped, they gazed at the view. The city beneath, sprawling like an intricate map, the sky above, a vast expanse of navy blue dotted with shimmering stars. Tears welled up, but now they were mixed with gratitude. They realized the pain had given them this, a heightened awareness, a deeper appreciation for life's simple moments. The wind on their skin, the trees swaying in the distance, the boundless sky above. They decided to do something they'd always wanted to do, learn to paint, to create. They got the painting brushes, the canvas, a blank, intimidating space. Their hands were shaky, but they started to move, colors emerging on the canvas, strokes becoming bolder, the painting coming to life. Or maybe it was a song they wanted to write, lyrics flowing onto the pages, the melody taking shape. Or perhaps it was a sketch, capturing the essence of a fleeting moment, the graphite gliding across the paper, the drawing breathing with life. They lost themselves in the creation, and in that aloneness, they found a sense of community. It was a long journey, filled with stumbles and falls. Failures still ached. They didn't disappear, but they did soften in memory. Their heart, once fractured, began to heal, stitch by stitch, beat by beat. They woke next morning earlier than usual. They stretched, feeling the tension releasing with each movement. They drank water, feeling its coolness spreading through their body. They stepped outside again. Same sun, newer hope. They ran, first small distances, then farther, their breath catching in their chest, their heart pounding against their ribs. They didn't quit halfway anymore. They came home and showered, feeling proud for making it to the end. The shower water warm, enveloping them in a soothing embrace. They laughed quietly at how far they came. They wrote their list of dreams again, bigger, braver. And they walked to the mirror, trying to believe, I am worthy. They dressed up a little nicer, not for anyone else, but for themselves. They went out, venturing into the world, meeting someone new, a chance to smile again. They didn't overshare. They didn't expect rescue. They just smiled, just be. They worked on their project, the one that scared them, the one that challenged their limits. They built, edited, created, mistakes, corrections, getting better. They posted it, not caring about the small audience, not caring about the trolls. The comments were kind. They responded with gratitude. They realized vulnerability, true vulnerability, created connection. Dark nights still visited, but now they carried a lantern filled with hope's light. Storms would come, rain pouring, thunder booming, but they were prepared. They carried an umbrella, a resilience umbrella. They forgave, maybe not the others, but most importantly, themselves. They let go of the pieces of the past that dragged them down, the toxic relationships, the hurtful memories. They stopped comparing their behind the scenes to others' highlight reels. They stopped following every success story on social media, turning off notifications, muting the noise. They started focusing on their own growth, their own pace, their own journey. They slept better, dreams less haunted, more hopeful. They woke with intention, running farther, painting more, writing clearer, speaking louder. They helped someone else, a stranger, maybe smiling at them, offering encouragement. They spoke kindly to the ones who hurt, lending a listening ear. They spoke kindly because they knew words mattered. It was a daily practice, not giant leaps, just consistent inches. They built habits, a morning routine, gratitude, journaling. They stopped scrolling in bed, starting creating instead. They embraced solitude, not loneliness. They found shelter in the self-love they had rediscovered. They discovered strength within the scars, the broken pieces. They whispered to themselves, you survived. You will thrive. And as months turned into a year, maybe more, they looked at their reflection with fondness. Their eyes, once dull, now shone with a newfound brightness. Their shoulders, once slumped, now stood a bit straighter. They walked through the bustling city, sunlight warming the sidewalks. Music, a constant companion, rose in their ears. They danced in the street, unashamed, carefree. They laughed from the belly, not a strained, tight smile, but a full-bodied laugh. They cried only to cleanse, to release, to heal. They believed in new love, new chances, new dreams. They chased their passions, painted, wrote, ran, spoke. They created their legacy, not in fame or fortune, but in authenticity, rawness, honesty. They stood, not for applause, but for truth. They rose for their purpose. They knew heartbreak didn't kill them. It only revealed their warrior. And now they stood, strong, unbreakable, hopeful.